Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Former Tesla president addresses investor concerns regarding Elon Musk. Tesla Powerwalls will help new low-income housing tackle fuel poverty. Tesla drops price of Model Y 7-seat option to $3,000 from $4,000. And Tesla's biggest bull with $2,000 price target sees robotaxi service launching soon. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. Former Tesla president Jon McNeill has addressed concerns from Tesla investors regarding Elon Musk's management of Tesla. Perhaps no CEO in the automotive industry is as shrouded in controversy as Elon Musk. Due to his notoriety, general popularity, and knack for implementing out-of-the-box solutions, the CEO has landed in hot water, most recently with investors in his company. Now, those concerns have been addressed by a previous Tesla president on a segment of Squawk Box on CNBC. Sawyer Merritt first reported the CNBC interview on Twitter, highlighting the segment where the ex-Tesla executive addressed investor concerns. Specifically, the ex-president addresses concerns from a recent open letter signed by many notable Tesla shareholders. Most prominently, many investors allege Elon Musk is not spending adequate time at the helm of his EV-making venture, instead working on projects at Twitter and SpaceX. McNeill's response was straightforward: not only is Musk spending plenty of time at the business, but as evidenced by his answers on the recent earnings call, Musk is still very well versed in the actions and plans of Tesla. Moreover, McNeill states that investors should focus on business performance, which in Tesla's case remains a positive aspect of the business. The ex-Tesla president attributes Musk's success to an ungodly work ethic and incredible dedication to time management. Another critical concern, not brought up by investors but certainly brought up by Tesla customers, is delivering on promises, including the infamous Cybertruck and full self-driving, which have been the most common recipients of this criticism. Here, McNeill was more critical of Elon Musk's management. While Tesla has delivered key promises, these promises are often not fulfilled on time, which can be jarring for consumers and investors attempting to gauge the business's actions. The final concern, which has been brought up by investors and even notable US politicians, is regarding talent sharing between Musk-owned businesses, including Tesla, Twitter, and SpaceX. Recently, criticism was spurred when Musk sent Tesla software engineers to Twitter following the acquisition of the social media company. Reacting to this, McNeill was more tight-lipped, noting that while great innovations can come from the talent sharing system, it does have ethical risks. Moving to the next update, Tesla Powerwalls will help new low-income housing tackle fuel poverty. Tesla Powerwalls are being deployed in a new low-income housing project in Scotland to test if they could help tackle fuel poverty. When energy costs rise as they have in Europe, it affects low-income families the most, as the now soaring electricity bills represent a more significant part of their budgets. It can quickly become unmanageable, putting some families in a crisis between paying to power their homes or buying groceries. Now a new affordable housing development in North Lanarkshire, in the suburbs of Glasgow, is testing a pilot project using Tesla Powerwalls and solar panels to try to tackle the problem. The council is building 152 and 3-bedroom homes for social rent, and they decided to launch a pilot project with the builder, CCG, and Arc Tech, an engineering company and Tesla Powerwall installer, to install solar and Powerwalls on 19 of the homes and test the impact on energy costs for the residents. While the subsidized rent at those new homes will go a long way in helping low-income families, it isn't worth much for them if they can't afford to power those homes. Gallagher believes that this solution is going to help address this cost of living crisis. It is an exciting time for renewable tech. The system in place here is incredibly intuitive, and when combined with excellent fabric performance characteristics, it will go a long way to supporting residents during this prevailing cost of living crisis, he said. The solar panels will provide cheap electricity during the day, and the Tesla Powerwalls will let the residents take advantage of that cheap electricity, even when the sun is not shining. The project, which is supported by the Scottish government, is expected to be completed by the end of the year. Moving to the next update, Tesla drops price of Model Y 7-seat option to $3,000 from $4,000. Tesla has lowered the price of its 7-seat third-row option for its popular Model Y SUV to $3,000, down from $4,000 previously. The change is the latest among several recent price changes for Tesla as inventory reaches a new high. The standard Model Y includes 5 seats, but buyers can upgrade to an option for 7 seats. The 2 third-row seats aren't large, but for families who often find themselves hauling lots of kids around, they can do in a pinch. The Model Y's rear seats face forward, unlike the rear-facing seat option in the trunk of the original Model S sedan. The option was originally offered at $3,000 when it first came out, but that price rose to $4,000 earlier this year. Now, amid a slew of other price cuts, Tesla has brought the price of the rear seats back down to $3,000. Tesla has been adjusting prices on its cars all year long, starting with drastic cuts at the beginning of the year, followed by a slight increase, and then more drastic cuts, alongside additional incentives, to try to spur demand. That first round of cuts also included the price hike from $3,000 to $4,000 for the 7-seat option. These price drops have mostly had the effect of reversing the large price hikes that happened over the course of the previous 2 years, and Tesla vehicles are now back down to about the same price they were before the era of COVID-19 supply chain issues, soaring EV demand, and economy-wide opportunistic price gouging. This latest cut is not a particularly large one, it's $1,000, so smaller in magnitude than several of the other cuts, and it only applies to one option rather than to the base vehicle. It could just be a matter of normalizing supply costs for the parts involved in the 7-seater or some other transitory issue that cropped up in the past couple of months, but it certainly does add to the confusion of all these price changes lately, which seem to be happening on a weekly basis. The cheapest 7-seat Model Y now sells for $53,000 in the US. The 7-seat option can't be fitted on the cheapest Model Y standard range, which starts at $47,000, and can only be fitted on the long-range model, which starts at $50,000. Moving to the last update, Tesla's biggest bull with $2,000 price target sees robotaxi service launching soon. ARK Invest, arguably Tesla's biggest bull, with a $2,000 price target on the TSLA stock, put together a weighted average prediction for when Tesla would launch its robotaxi service. Recently, Tesla has made it clear that it is virtually betting the house on self-driving. CEO Elon Musk even went as far as to say that Tesla solving self-driving is the difference between Tesla being worth trillions or basically nothing. As we have previously reported, Musk believes that not many are seeing the value in Tesla eventually pushing self-driving capability to its fleet of millions of vehicles through over-the-air software updates. However, we think he might be confusing people not understanding the value with people having serious doubts about Tesla being able to do it in the first place. One group that does believe it is ARK Invest, an investment firm that has long held one of the highest price targets on Tesla's stock. The firm, which owns over $1 billion worth of Tesla shares, has a $2,000 price target in the stock, which represents a massive upside over the current $160 price. But a majority of that upside is based on Tesla delivering its long-held promise of releasing its robotaxi service to its existing fleet. In a recent update to its Tesla model, ARK says that it is confident Tesla will soon launch its robotaxi service and even puts a prediction that it should happen in late 2024. That's based on a simulation of the commercialization of Tesla's robotaxi service. Musk himself said just last week that he expects Tesla to achieve full autonomy this year, but as we reported, it's not clear what he means by full autonomy. ARK's definition is clearer. They are talking about Tesla releasing a software update, making its whole fleet of millions of cars produced since 2016 fully self-driving, and offering robotaxi services through a new Uber-like app. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the electric arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.